you saying I killed her?
You don't go around accusing Michael Varn of murder.
You're going to pay a hell of a price for it.
So, what do you think's the worst that could happen to us?
Why are you running around town like a rampaging baboon accusing me of murdering her?
So if he didn't do it and the burglary was a fake, then who killed her?
There's the man who did this.
Sergeant Hunter, the DA has ordered me to arrest you and book you on a charge of felonious assault.
Works for me.
I could stay. Nikki, what is with this place? This is your home. This is where you live. What are you so damned afraid of?
Listen, just give me a little bit more time.
Nicky, come with me. I love you.
Well, Willem Sanderson.
Want some goodies?
What do you want?
The man isn't happy, you're breaking your word. Getting independent. Next thing, you'll be talking about him on Johnny Carson.
Yeah? Well, you tell the man to turn off his TV.
You know, Nikki, you're the exception to one of the basic rules of his life. That's why you're alive. But what you're doing now, talking about getting serious with that guy in the car, that's out.
You tell him to take a flying leap.
But I already have. I told him that's exactly what you would say. And you know what he told me? She does. Offer.
Hey, Hunter. What do you got, Jim McCall? Well, looks like a young lady with a bullet hole in her head. Looks like she came home, surprised the burglar. Sayonara. Housekeeper found a body.
Yeah, I know. Her room's on the ocean side of the house. I doubt she heard anything.
Did you know her?
Yeah, I questioned her a couple of years ago. Was she raped?
No, at least she was spared that.
22 with the silencer.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a burglar either. That was faked.
Miss Montgomery? Sergeant McCall, Sergeant Hunter. You mind if we step outside here and have a talk? You know, you may or may not remember me. I came by a couple of years ago to talk to Nikki about the death of Nat Claypool.
Yes, you do look familiar.
Who paid for Nikki's bills? Did she have a boyfriend?
You mean was somebody keeping her? She was not that kind of girl.
No, ma'am, I think what Sergeant Hunter's trying to determine is whether or not it was somebody other than a burglar.
Once or twice a week, a car would pull up outside and Nikki would be waiting. Always brought her home at night.
Well, did you ask her who it was, where she went?
I think this will help you.
What's that?
The license number. I copied it down.
No, stop it. No. I'm serious. Come on. It's my turn. Let me take your picture. Well, say something.
That's Nikki's
What
voice.
do you want me to do? I just can't be natural. You have to tell me what I'm supposed to do. Okay. No, stop that.
Greg Avedon?
So funny. Are you laughing
Metro
at me?
PD, homicide.
Answer me, Greg. Greg, you're making me feel self-conscious. Now I'm being...
She's dead. Well, how do you know that?
I called this morning on her private line. The housekeeper answered. She told me.
You sure you didn't know about it maybe a little sooner than that?
So what do you mean by that? You're saying that I killed her?
Well, was there anybody else involved in her life other than you?
There wasn't another man, if that's what you're saying.
Then you were the one who paid her bills.
No,
Well, if she didn't work, how'd she get her money?
I don't know.
Beginning to wonder if you really knew her at all. Sure you didn't have a little wife tucked away somewhere?
Hey, get off my case, will you?
Well, look at it. You picked her up, you dropped her off, you never even set foot in her house. What were you so afraid of? What were you trying to hide from?
It was Nikki who was hiding. She was scared.
Of what?
I don't know. I'd ask her. And that look would come over her face, and that would be it. She wouldn't say. She never did. Who she was or where she came from. When we went out, we went to Santa Barbara. Hey, I'm telling you the truth. At first I thought, yeah, there's got to be another guy. Then I realized it wasn't that simple. By then I didn't care. I asked her to marry me, and she said yes.
You were going to be married?
Where are we going to live, I said. Desert Island? Then she said, the day that I become your wife, it's the day I stop hiding.
We'll show ourselves out. Do yourself a favor, Greg, and put the tapes away, huh?
I don't think he did it.
Well, I happen to agree with you.
So if he didn't do it and the burglary was a fake, then who killed her?
You know, I'm very, very glad you asked me that question. Recognize him?
Michael Varn.
Yep. Nikki Richmond was his mistress when Nat Claypole washed up on the beach.
They never solved that case, did they?
No, I never did.
Come on, guys, you don't go around accusing Michael Varn of murder because somebody's burglary went sour. It's like accusing Howard Hughes of rigging a volleyball game.
Look, Lieutenant, remember the Nat Claypole murder case?
Yeah, I haven't been living in a cave.
Nat Claypole and Michael Varn were business associates. Dope smuggling from Colombia. Both become extremely wealthy. Well, one day, Claypole winds up on the beach, dead. That was my feeling then, as it is now, that Varn had him killed.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about the same Michael Varn? The international financier buys and sells small planets, that guy?
Yes.
And you were going around showing his picture to try to flush him out?
We tried to find him at his house in Bel Air, at his yacht, his place in the Springs. It was like trying to find the president.
I don't believe you guys. Rooting him out this way, it's never going to work.
Hunter, there's a guy out front. Something about Michael Varn wanting to see you.
Hang that up for me, will you?
Sergeant Hunter?
Yep.
Mr. Varn is ready to see you now.
Is he in there?
No. A place of his choosing. A secret place that he wishes to remain secret.
You're going to take us to him, right?
If you agree to the rules. First, you will not know where we're going and the doors will be locked. And you will agree to hand your weapons over to me until we return.
Sorry. Metro PD policy is not to give up our guns.
If you want to see Mr. Varn, you will.
How long are we going to be gone?
That depends upon the length of your discussions. A minimum of 2.5 hours.
Johnny, take the vehicle ID number down on this limo, will you? We're going to go see Michael Varn. If we're not back in about 3 hours, put it on APB for us.
You got it, Hunter.
So, what do you think's the worst that could happen to us?
The worst that could happen is Varn turning us over to Wyler for giving up our guns, right?
Yeah, and the second worst is he could kill us.
You'll find Mr. Varn through that door.
In here. Up against the wall, both of you.
They took our guns, you know that.
I don't care.
Hey!
Gentlemen!
You know, that's what I like about L.A. One night a man walks on fire, next day his rent check bounces. You know, I spend a lot of money just to avoid publicity, just to keep my name off of people's tongues. And then you come along.
Well, you see, we're the police and we're investigating the murder of Nikki Richmond.
Yes, I know that. But I never met her. So why are you running around town like a rampaging baboon accusing me of murdering her?
Oh, you met her all right.
People like you are dangerous, you know that? People like you ought to be stopped.
Just like you stopped Nikki Richmond?
You don't know what you're freaking talking about.
Nikki was your mistress when you lived down the Cayman Islands.
I never met her.
Yeah, and I questioned her about 3 years ago when that Claypole's body washed up on the beach. You were keeping her then, and you probably still were up until about 2 days ago.
What a work of fiction.
Unfortunately for Nikki, she saw you murder Nat Claypole, isn't that right?
If you don't stop embarrassing me with these rabid accusations, you're going to pay a hell of a price for it.
Is that all?
It will be.
Dead end, huh?
I wouldn't say it was a dead end. That thing can make the guy nervous, and when Varn gets nervous, he usually does something.
I wish you hadn't said that. I'm gonna have to give him a ticket.
I'm gonna stick my head in the computer. Want to come along?
Well, that sounds like a great evening, but after such an eventful day, I am exhausted. My feet are killing me. I'm gonna go home and go to bed. If you find out anything, give me a call, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, you better lay off the donuts. You're starting to get a little...
Hey, Hunter. Hey, I was just looking for you.
Yeah, I can see that.
I have some information for you on Nikki Richmond.
Yeah, what about?
Place where she worked.
Wait a minute, Buzz. She didn't work.
No, she didn't work technically, but she was on the payroll. Making a pretty nice salary, too.
Wait a minute. What payroll?
Metro Computer Room. It's an overseas holding company. It's a multinational general corporation. Yeah.
Looking for Sergeant Hunter.
It's for you.
Yeah, Hunter.
Hey, man, you know how hard it is to get a hold of you? Listen, I heard you were asking about a guy named Varn. Yeah, well, I got something. Oh, you okay? Something real juicy. Yeah, but it's gonna cost you a couple of big favors, you know what I mean?
What do you got, Rocket?
What, are you kidding? Think I'm gonna tell you over the phone? Listen, I'm staying at this flea bag downtown, but I don't want to be seen talking to any cops, all right?
Make up your mind. What do you want to do here?
All right, just hold on, all right? All right, let me think a minute. All right, listen. There's this alley behind the hotel.
What hotel?
The Edison, 20th and Vermont. Oh, and Hunter, if I were you, I'd be careful because it's kind of a rough neighborhood, okay? Keep your doors locked till I get there.
again, I'm the police. What's happening?
Somebody beat him. You can't believe what they did to him.
Where is it?
Room 207. Please help.
All right, stay right here. Can you talk? Who did this to you?
Hey, you got a telephone?
My wife already called the cops.
You gonna be all right?
Looks like it. And most of the injuries, bad as they look, are superficial.
What'd you say his name was? Eugene Raymark. He's the president of the Beverly Hills Bank. That's what it said in his wallet.
Okay, Doc, if I ask him a few questions.
Keep it short.
Mr. Raymark, can you hear me? I'm Sergeant Califano. Mr. Raymark, do you have any idea who could have done this to you?
There is a man who did this.
Mr. Raymark, I don't think you understand. This is Sergeant Hunter.
No.
He's a police officer. He's the one who found you, Mr. Raymark.
He is the man who lured me to that room. He did this.
Mr. Raymark, why on earth would Sergeant Hunter do a thing like that?
I don't know. Why don't you ask Sergeant Hunter?
Sergeant, it is my duty to inform you that you are immediately suspended from all duties. You will be stripped of badge and gun until an investigation of felony charges against you is completed. And if said charges prove to be correct, that you'll be discharged summarily from this department to answer all civil and criminal charges against you. Do you understand these instructions?
Yes, I do.
So now it's in the hands of Internal Affairs. There's nothing more we can do, unless anyone has any suggestions.
I've got one. When are you guys gonna start using your heads on this deal?
Hunter, we checked out this guy Raymark pretty thoroughly. He's a highly respected Beverly Hills banker. It's kind of hard to believe that...
Bernie, what was that highly respected banker doing in that slum hotel to begin with? And how about Rocket, my snitch? What happened to him? And the screaming woman that came out of the hotel in the rain? What happened to her? Varn.
Raymark took that kind of beating as some kind of favor? Find that hard to believe?
Captain, the doctor said he wasn't that badly beaten up. Come on, it was a cosmetic beating, for crying out loud. Come on, get with the program, you guys. Wake up.
An hour ago, a blood clot caused by the beating lodged in Raymark's brain. He's in surgery right now. Critical condition.
Barney, the blood clot was an accident. Giving somebody a fake beating is not an exact science.
Sergeant Hunter, the DA has ordered me to arrest you and book you on a charge of felonious assault.
That's great. Let's get the preliminary hearing on the way and get this thing over with, huh?
No prelim, not yet. DA wants to wait to see whether Raymark lives or dies.
Ginger. She's one of Gypsy's girls. She's looking for Rocket. You seen her? All right, well, listen, if you hear anything, get in touch with Lucy over at Reggie's Bar, will you?
Right in the knee, I'm gonna break your neck. Where's the Rocket hiding?
You're busted. Get in. They just found Hunter's missing snitch.
Well, thank God. Let's go tell him.
I think he already knows.
Somebody found him just in time. Another 22nd, he'd have been buried under 300 tons of concrete. Sorry, Hunter. You're gonna think Varn outsmarted himself with that Raymark deal.
Raymark's in pretty bad shape, even if he would talk.
You better get a guard over to the hospital real quick.
I will if you think it'll do any good. Raymark's holding on by a thread as it is. Look, Hunter, don't let this make you do anything stupid.
Or like lose my badge?
Hunter? You okay? You all right?
No.
Where you going?
To my bed.
Mr. Hunter, are you all right?
Drop her, I'll blow your brains out.
Mr. Hunter!
It's all right, Miss Rodney, go back to bed. Come on. Here. What the hell do you think you're doing?
Trying to kill you?
Who are you?
Gloria Raymark!
Gloria Raymark. Come here. Now listen. Settle down, or I'm gonna take you downtown and book you on attempted murder.
What are you gonna try and do? Beat me up like you did my father?
I don't even know your old man. I never laid a hand on him.
There's no mistake. He was positive when he pointed you out.
Oh, he was positive, all right. That's because he's taking instructions from Michael Varn.
You're crazy. I don't even think my father knows Michael Varn.
Well, he knows him, all right. He took a beating for him. Look at that. Sit down now. Get this through your head. Varn's trying to get at me, which means he's got something on your old man.
You're lying.
Really? Stay right there. McCall, meet me at my house. Make it quick. Meet Gloria Raymark. She's 19. She just tried to kill me, didn't you? Now, what I want you to do, I want you to talk to her. Try and wake her up. And when you do, come wake me up, because I'm going to bed. Good night.
So, you do this sort of thing often?
Don't patronize me.
Hunter's address isn't listed. How'd you find out where he lives?
I never take no for an answer.
Maybe that's your problem. Why don't we go have some coffee and talk? Come on. You know what you did here tonight? It's called attempted homicide. Could get you 10 to 20 years in the state pen, regardless of the reasons.
If it was your father, how would you feel? What do you think you'd do?
I think I would try to get all the facts before I took a shot at somebody.
Look, after my mom died, there wasn't anybody but Dad and me. We look out for each other.
I don't think you're hearing me.
You want facts? I talked to the doctors personally. My father wasn't confused. He wasn't damaged. Not yet. He knew exactly who he was accusing.
Yeah, he did. It's because he was ordered to. Gloria, how well do you know your father?
Well,
I mean, how well do you know him as a businessman, as a banker who deals in millions of dollars every day, mostly in overseas transactions?
My father is an honest man. A wonderful man.
Let me ask you, Kim. How well do you know your father? Hunter?
Yeah.
Gloria has something she wants to say to you.
Sergeant Hunter, I was listening to Miss McCall tell the story about, you and the murder of Nicky Richmond and Mr. Varn, and I was just wondering.
Keys for Dad's house. Hello?
Yes, this is Gloria Raymark. Oh, that's wonderful. Yes, thank you for calling. They removed the blood clot and they say he may be all right.
That's great news, Gloria.
Great.
Let's get busy. What do you got over there?
Nothing. How about you?
Well, I might have something here. When I tell you to pick up that phone.
Why? What do you got?
Well, when I press this redial button here on the telephone, it may give us a phone number of who Gloria's father talked to last.
Ah, modern technology.
Now, if someone answers ad lib.
Wait a minute. I don't want to ad-lib. You ad-lib.
I said ad lib.
I don't want to. I always have to. You do it.
That's right, ad lib.
Hello?
Hi, is Jimmy there?
I'm sorry, you have the wrong number.
That was Varn's chauffeur. I recognize the voice.
One, 7, 1, 4, 5, 5, 5, 1, 1, 5, 2.
714. That's got to be Varn's hideaway. It has to be where the chauffeur took us.
Yep, sure does. Okay, Gloria. Make sure everything is wrapped up tight here, huh?
Look, this is
urgent. No, I'm not going to spell it out for you. You've been stalling me for 4 hours already. Now, what the hell do I have to do? Go to Captain Weiler? Go to the chairman of the police commission? What? Got it.
Let's go.
Excuse me. I was just wondering if I'm still a suspect or if I'm free to leave town.
Well, I really don't think it's a very good idea to leave right now. Why, where'd you want to go?
Caribbean. I've got to find out who the hell she was.
I wouldn't do that.
You already know? If you do, tell me, because I'm going to find out one way or the other.
Look, Greg, a couple years ago, Nikki was sleeping with a man by the name of Michael Varn. You know who he is? Well, we think she saw him kill his business partner, a guy by the name of Nat Claypo, a couple of years ago. And that was okay with Varn until you came along and threatened to make her independent.
You mean she died because of me?
No, she died because of Michael Varn. Now, he may need you, so don't leave town, okay? Let's go.
All right, we're going to stick to the plan, right?
Right.
All we're going to do, reconnoiter. We're going to come back with a search warrant, right?
Right. That's it. Gloria.
Gloria! Come on, it's us! Keep running! Keep running!
Hey, give me a hand here. Willie's hurt real bad.
What do you want? How'd you get in here?
Mr. Raymark, I want you to stop the lies. I want you to tell me who you took this beating for.
Get out of here.
Give me that. You know, your daughter was almost killed by Varn's men this afternoon. She would have been killed if it hadn't been for me and my partner.
word you're saying.
Really?
Give me the admitting desk.
Hey, you can't do that.
I asked them to.
My God.
It was Varn's men who shot me, Father.
Baby, I'm sorry. So sorry. I never dreamed you'd become involved in this.
Are you out of your minds? This patient just came out of surgery. Let's get the patient back to her room. And that's for you two.
Dr. Jarvis, give me a few minutes, please. I don't have to explain, do I? You probably know the answers.
It's just that you couldn't say no to Varn.
I could have. I should have.
Well, why didn't you?
12 years ago, I was bankrupt. Varn offered me a way out for 80% of the profits. Later, I started skimming a bit for myself, and he discovered it, but did nothing. And he didn't call in my IOU until a week ago. Can you forgive me?
Even if we don't get Varn for murder, your testimony's going to put him away for a long time.
We're going to get him for murder.
Looks awfully quiet. You suppose they got the word?
Yeah, well, if he did, he'd be long gone by now.
And if he didn't?
Well, if he didn't, then it'll stop being quiet real fast now, won't it?
Mr. Varn, sheriff's car's outside. 3 of them.
All right, hold them off. I need 10 minutes.
Stay in your cars, boys, but cover me good. I'm gonna try to serve this warrant without any fireworks.
You did what nobody else could do. You locked him up and you put him away.
Yeah, and such charges as conspiracy to commit perjury, assault with a deadly weapon, resisting arrest, possession of automatic weapons.
What did you want to do, watch him walk?
Let me tell you something. For a guy who's trashed as many lives as he's trashed, and killed as many people as he's killed, I would like to see something a little bit more harsh come down on him. Something like death row.
I know that, but there's really not too much more we can do about it now.
Sergeant Hunter?
Well, if it isn't our favorite chauffeur.
What do you want?
We have a mutual friend in the hospital that wants to talk to you.
Who's that?
Willem Sunderson.
Now, why would I want to talk to Willem Sunderson?
Because Mr. Varn left him for dead by the side of the road.
Why would I want to talk to Willem Sunderson about that?
Because he's willing to tell you all about Mr. Varn. He's willing to make a deal.
Yeah, what kind of deal?
His life for Varn. And he'll tell you how Mr. Varn personally ordered the murder of Nat Claypoe and Nicky Richmond.
I believe I'd like to talk to him about that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Shall we?